Hey everybody, welcome to another review. Tonight is Friday night and I had a little bit of time, so I decided to throw out a quick little review. And I saw that Spybot had released their newest version, and it's in beta right now. So I went and downloaded version 2.0.3 beta 1. I think that's the newest one. So the downloader, or the installer, sorry, is really big now. It's like 65 megs or 66. Now I don't know if this is just because it's a beta or because that's what it's going to be from now on. But anyway, you go through the install and you get two things. One, you have the protection service here. So it's got a system monitor, a scanner, a firewall, and the updater. And you can do some scans here, enable disable services, you can show your status. Now if you want to control some of the program, you actually have to double click on the icon, and I have it in expert mode because I was checking out some features. But this is what it looks like. This is what the user interface looks like. You can close and open things here. So they have pretty standard stuff: immunize, scan the system, scan folders, get help, donate, news. If you click on experienced user mode, you get some more settings. Some of the important ones are check for updates. You can check your updates. You can see everything is checked. You can check the integrity to make sure that all the files are actually good and nothing's went wrong with them. So let's see, they have spyware, keyloggers, malware. These are all their signature adware. What else you got? Shred file, scan for rootkits, your statistics, create a bootable CD, system repair, quarantine, auto start services. So you got a lot of different things. You can change different settings here of the program. Different categories. You see everything is checked. Browsers, ignore list, your schedule, Windows integration. You can go to advanced if you want. On access scanning. Once you get, I guess, administrative settings, okay, now you can change some of the other settings. So you can change different, I guess you can make it more secure here. Your intrusion detection system monitoring. Normally, standard mode is for infection only. The other ones will show a lot more alerts if that's what you want. So that's kind of neat. You can tailor your protection. See your dialogues, your internet connection, downloads, Windows integration again, and portable support. And you got your logs and the usual stuff. So it's improved. I don't know, the interface. They're saying it's modern and stuff. It's really not. It almost feels a little clunky to me. You can see you have this bar isn't connected. It's using, I don't know, it just feels a little clunky. It doesn't feel like a 2011 app to me. It really feels like mid 2000s. But that doesn't matter. To me, what really matters is how it works, not how it looks. I really couldn't care less. It's nice because it's quick. You don't have all these fancy graphics and stuff. So let me show you the processes that it uses here. So it's got scanner, firewall, on access, your tray, and background update service. So it's not really using a ton of RAM. It was using more, but now that it's settled down, it's using what? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, let's call it 9 megs. So it's under 10 megs. And I think that's all the processes it has. So that's not bad at all. Fairly light on the system. But let's see how it does. Now, remember, this is an anti-malware app. It is not a antivirus. So I don't know if they're making it to just supplement an antivirus or if you can use it on its own. I don't know. We'll find out as time goes on. Maybe somebody already knows and they can tell me, but I haven't looked into it that much. Of course, I had to get the one that doesn't work for my first link. Okay, so there's a mixture of very new malware and some older ones, so we can see how it looks, how it acts. Looks like this is a one of those fake banking password stealer deals, and we didn't get any alerts, so it probably doesn't have a signature for it. I'm gonna do like four with standard settings, and I want to do some in the interactive mode because this is a beta. I want to test it out in its two modes that it has available. So far, not a peep. There's another one of those. Alright, so let's try this one out. And you can see Windows or Internet Explorer is detecting some of those and saying you shouldn't download these. Alright, this is the last one I'm going to do in standard. Now, I know some of these had some really high detections on virus total, so I'm kind of amazed that it's not putting up any fight. I would suspect that it had signatures for it. Now this one installs some kind of adware, this PDF reader deal in the background. Yeah, it just shut down my Internet Explorer. So it's probably installing some kind of toolbar or something in the background. Oop, let's open up Internet Explorer again and see what kind of damage. So some website, Internet Explorer security once, is asking me, but we're not testing Internet Explorer, we're testing, yeah, so we got the Bing bar now. If it really is the Bing bar or not, we'll have to see. Alright, so we did those like that, and we're going to change these settings. To paranoid mode. To see if we actually get any more pop-ups or anything. Okay, here we go. Alright, so let's see. Browse a helper object. Okay, so at least now I have a chance to do some of the protection myself. So we will deny, and it gives you a threat level here, which is kind of nice. Another browser, BHO. URL search hooks. So we're getting all these different things being done to Internet Explorer. Now here's the interesting thing. It doesn't have a remember. It's kind of funny. It just keeps popping up the same one over. I think it's the same one. Let's see, 4497. Yep. So what happens if I hit ignore? And ignore is probably just going to allow it to do whatever it wants to do. I think that's the one I left on. Cat messing around in my closet. Okay. Let's see, paranoid mode, Internet Explorer, once again. That same one. Okay, live key. Run live key. Web upgrade, new data. Program files, live keys. Toolbar. Browser helper object. And now we're going to get browser helper objects again. So yeah, they got some work to do here on the interactive mode, especially that it doesn't have a remember. They just keep pumping. And also I'm sure the so you can see you can end up fighting with this thing continuously, and now it's all locked up. Okay, so oh no, it's doing something, still doing stuff. I don't know what, because it doesn't remember. I keep pushing deny and I'm denying it, but only once. So they just keep coming over and over. Okay, so I'm just gonna restart here, and I'll be back after it's done restarting, if it can restart. So I'll see you when this is all done. Let's see what happens. Okay, so Windows is booting up now, and so far I haven't seen anything strange. But now I want to scan the system and see if it finds any of these. I'm really not a fan of this whole deal here. Definitely not a big fan of that. Does scan the system just mean scan the whole system? Quick scan? Standard scan. Okay. So why did... Okay. Way too many windows that are open. Builds one on top of the other. Alright, so I'm going to let this scan, and let's check out the test manager to see if there's anything in there. Okay, I don't see anything out of the ordinary, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anything there. Okay, where to go? Alright, so I'll be back whenever this is done. I have no idea how long it's going to take. It's still calculating the time. It hasn't moved much. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'll be back whenever it's done. Alright guys, so the scan finished up here, and some of these results are kind of hard to interpret. Now it looks like it found something here, fun player, in program data, T add, so found a directory, found adware, found hijack, some kind of hijack thing, and then it's got usage tracks. So from what it looks like, anything that's marked tracks is just things that are left over after I used the computer. Let's see, like browser cache and things like that. So in reality I found one, because this is just a directory, two things. And oh, okay. And it took a little bit to scan. It took 20 minutes, but it locked up the first time for a while, and I had to turn it off and start the scan over again. I don't know, is it fixing something? Is it not fixing something? Wow. Okay, that malware scanner is using almost a gig of RAM. 700 megs. That's a definite memory leak right there, to say the least. So, that's just okay. You can see it's this is interesting, the way it's acting. So hopefully it decides on okay, so I don't know if it fixed anything, if it didn't fix anything. Just gonna close it out for now. Alright, so let's see what's really on the system. We'll do a Malwarebytes scan, and I'll be back. So I don't know, so far the way it's been acting, I don't think this is really ready for a public beta. And I'm kind of disappointed in Spybot. They've been working at this thing for, I don't know, a year, 2 years? Something like that, because I don't remember the last time Spybot released any new version of anything, and it is a beta, but I've been having some pretty basic problems with it, so I'm kind of disappointed in, when they've had that much time to work at the program, it should be pretty ready to go by now, so I'm going to do a scan with Malwarebytes, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so Malwarebytes finished scanning. I had to turn off some of the settings, I don't think I could, for Spybot because it was slowing everything down, but it says it found 42 infections. Okay, so let's see what it actually found here. It's probably not 42 infections, but it's probably multiple things. So we have malware trace, link, we have a adware, then we have a bunch of adware rugo, a bunch of files, system32, something in memory, folders, registry changes, live keys. That's that one that kept doing things over and over, but it installed itself just fine. And then a bunch of adware, well, that's live key stuff. So a bunch of stuff there. I'm gonna remove these, and I'm not gonna bother to restart now. There's that live keys crap again. Anyway, and I'm going to do a scan with Hitman Pro to see if it finds anything else. So let me pause it here, and I'll be right back. Alright, so found some more things here. A lot of these were in temporary internet files, no big deal. That live key stuff, that's probably because I haven't restarted, so Malwarebytes can get rid of it. But this is something that Malwarebytes didn't find. Trojan downloader, RAR SFX0. It's in a temporary, it's in a temp file. So final verdict on Spybot. I am thoroughly disappointed. As much time as they had to do something amazing with this thing, they, in my opinion, did nothing. I think the old version was better. All this stuff, just, I'm just gonna snap to a clean thing. I can't take it anymore. Um, the old version was better. It was just a scanner. I don't need any of that, you know, make it, you know, try not to replace my antivirus with your whatever you're coming up with, and they should have kept it a scanner. I mean, most companies have a hard enough time keeping up with signatures. It's just really hard. They are part of VirusTotal now, so they are getting probably submissions from VirusTotal back to them for their undetected malware. So maybe I don't know what they could have done with it. They could have turned it into something else. But what they turned it into right now just really disappoints me. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was kind of enlightening for me. And I'll talk to everybody later. I know it's a little bit longer than normal, but I hope I was thorough enough for everybody. So that's it, and have a good night. I'll talk to everybody later.